Welcome to the third meeting in the Meet the Commissioners series. We're happy to have Erik and Ilango from Bike and Ped Commission and Sudha and Janki from Fine Arts Commission here to share their experience. Remember, the deadline to apply is Friday, January 8th at 4:30 p.m.
And so welcome everyone. Thank you for joining the meeting. I'm hoping that we will have more of this conversation with our commissioners and the community members going forward. And today we have commissioners from Bike and Ped Commission and the Fine Arts Commission. And so let's go around. Maybe Erik, you can first introduce yourself, your background, what brought you to the commission, and how has the experience been so far, and Ilango, and then we go to Sudha, and then hopefully Janki will join us later. Okay. Hi, Erik?
Yes, I'm Erik. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. You can hear me? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. I'm Erik Lindskog. I'm on the Bike Ped Commission. I'm on my second term. I joined kind of shortly after we had this bad accident with a student that got killed on McClellan Road, and I kind of have a long background in biking. I grew up in Sweden, and I know that was kind of the only way I got around for my first 25 years. And then I've taken up that again here in the Bay Area, and trying to commute to work. Sometimes it goes better, sometimes it's worse, depending on where I work and other obligations. But I find that it's quite doable, even though the distances are a little bit longer here. And of course, I've been involved, in the Bike Ped Commission in the work that we've been doing. We did the 2016 bike and later sort of the follow up on that. We don't have a new plan in the works at the moment, but we're working on other items related to bike and pedestrian issues. And I think we've done a fair bit of progress in Cupertino on bicycle issues, actually. A lot of interesting things in the works also. I think one thing that we're really falling short on is actually the pedestrian, facilities for pedestrian. Not the least because there's very many pedestrian fatalities in the traffic environment in the Bay Area. So that's probably something that we may want to improve a bit on. Okay, thank you.
Great, welcome. So Ilango?
Yes, are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. So my name is, my name is Ilango Ganga. I am in the Bicycle Pedestrian Commission. I have been serving on the commission for the last 1 year. Before that, I was in the Technology Information Communication Commission. I served on that commission for 1 year. My interest in biking, as Erik was mentioning, like I grew up biking because that's the only economical mode of transport from the place where I grew up in. So from here, once I in here recently, like as part of the Tech Commission, as well as part of the Bicycle Commission, I've been focusing on bringing in technology use for bicycle, pedestrian, and traffic safety. So that's one of the areas that I've been working with other commissioners as well. As part of the city plan, there is already 2 areas in the technology which is already part of the city's work plan for this year. One of them is the adaptive traffic signaling. So what it means is like by monitoring the traffic signals, it's possible to adjust the signals and avoid or improve the traffic and pedestrian and bicycle safety. For example, it's possible to have data analytics that will inform the signaling systems so that if some pedestrian is crossing the junction and is still in the middle of the junction, and so it's possible to extend the signals. That's one example. The second one is if you want to avoid the right hook turn, like then during the school hours, it's possible to have signals, adjust the signal so that right turn only on green and things like that. These are some examples. And also the other ones is to look at the second project, which is also part of the city work plan, is to look at the multimodal traffic count that includes both bicycle and pedestrian counts as well. And that is to inform the city on how the usage of the pedestrians and bicyclists and other traffic and how the patterns are. And that can inform the policymakers like the city council and the city managers to take appropriate actions in bringing up new projects or improving the safety of the intersections, or understanding how the people are using the roads and things like that. So those are the two things that are already happening. For the next year, we also started to look at Vision Zero, bringing in Vision Zero as one of the possibilities. It was tentatively adopted by the Bicycle Pedestrian Commission in one of the projects. Of course, there are multiple projects in that list. Like one of them is to have a Vision Zero, and what it means, Vision Zero, is to in fact, this was first started in Sweden, and so this was 20 years ago, right? But now cities in the United States have started adopting in the last 5 years, and cities in the Bay Areas like San Jose, Sunnyvale, Mountain View, and cities like that are in various phases of implementing Vision Zero. And what this means is we wanted to avoid severe injuries or fatalities. The accidents are preventable. This is the concept. In the past, concept is like how can you address some of the mitigation measures, but in this case, how do we prevent it? Prioritize in such a way that serious injuries and fatalities are important, and we need to prioritize that. That, as Erik was saying, pedestrian is one of the highest mode of transport where people have injuries, and so we should be able to avoid that, and we can avoid that. And using data-driven approaches, and also using other means of engaging with the community, engaging the elected officials so that they can engage with the community, and providing education, providing data to highest risk, and then focusing on projects to avoid those kind of risks. Working with other programs like Safe Road to School programs in order to educate the community, students, and things like that. This is a very comprehensive program. It's pretty nice, and a lot of other cities have done. And it will be great if the city council takes it up as part of the the work program. And of course, the commission will be fully involved in working on this one as well when the commission finally adopts it as well.
Great, thank you, Sudha.
Thank you.
Thank you, Liang. Thanks for the opportunity. So my name is Sudha Kasamsetty, and I'm part of Fine Arts Commission. This is my first term, and I'm really enjoying it. My background has been engineering and also dance. I've been teaching dance in the city of Cupertino, Indian classical dance, for the past now I think 18 years, and I've been learning dance since I was 5 years old. So fine arts has been there, part of my life from a very long time, and that's one of the reasons I applied for fine arts. And two big projects that we have, which are very known to everybody, is Art in Unexpected Places, and also the awards, the Distinguished Awards and Young Artist Awards that everybody knows. So for future projects, one of the things that I'm working on with we have a very diverse team members in the commission, and we're working together to increase the visibility of fine arts and how we can collaborate with other commissioners like library, where the library expansion project, how we can have some talks on, we were brainstorming during the commission meeting as to how we can, like with Parks and Rec, how we can collaborate and make it more visible. And I oftentimes, I even communicated with Liang that my dream is to see ethnic, how we have ethnic festival that happens in San Francisco to happen in the city of Cupertino, because it is truly a diverse city with so many cultures, yet we have this wonderful unity amongst us. So I want that to be reflected, and fine arts will definitely play a big role, and that's what I will work on for the rest of my term as well. So Liang, I should thank you, because of this meeting, few members from different WhatsApp groups have specifically pinged, and they said they're applying to fine arts. So they were supposed to join today, but I don't know, but if I have the recording, I'll definitely forward it to them. So thank you.
That's great. So anyone have something more to add about Janki's? I text her, she says she's joining soon. So I think it will be just 2 more minutes. So any commissioner has more comments about your vision for your commission? Then maybe I'll just go to my slide first then. Okay, present. Okay, need to share screen. There, can you see it? So each commission, if appointed, serves a 4-year term, unless you are serving a partial term left by someone who has left the commission. And your role is to advise the city council, not the staff, but each commission will have a staff liaison that support you, but any staff time should be only for work program items as directed by the city council. However, I am encouraging all the commissioners to explore other possibilities on your own time, as long as you don't take up too much staff time, such as net zero and other potential policies. And here are links how to apply. The deadline to apply is January 8th at 4:30. And the team commission has a different time frame. They're open, I think, in spring, interviewing in the May. Okay. And here we have Fine Arts Commission. So is Janki with us now, or should I continue with?
I texted her. She said,
"Oh, she's here.
She's here. Oh, okay.
Okay. Hi, Janki. I'll stop share for now. And spotlight. Oh no. Hi, Janki.
Hi, Janki.
Hi.
Welcome. So could you introduce yourself, your background, what brought you to the Fine Arts Commission, and how has it been so far? What do you see as its vision for you? Yeah.
Sure. Thank you, Liang, for inviting me. So I am Janki Chokshi, and I am with arts field from past 20 years so far. I am also part of one of the local art association, which is in Cupertino, Fine Arts League of Cupertino. And I'm associated, I'm VP of that from past 12 years. So in the field of art commission, how I came, I used to always think, and I have seen in the community that there is a big need of art awareness. And I always felt that we should promote art from the very small young age to the kids from via school, via like college education, like portfolio making and all those things. They are not aware of the art field, how that affects the affects their career, how that can help their career. And so I always wanted to like give enriched knowledge about it. And the best way to promote art is via Fine Arts Commission. And it is always spreading that knowledge of art into the community, which helps them to understand the importance of fine arts for the community.
Mm.
So I approached applied for fine arts then. So always wanted to like give that knowledge to from the beginning to kids, and this was the best platform.
So I want to add, Liang, that
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
both Janki and myself, when we sit, we come up with, 10 things along with the other members. I just told before you joined, Janki, that we have a very diverse team of members, and I have a blast working with her. So, let's ask Liang for that particular request from City Council, because we have 10 things that we always read. We should ask City Council. We should
propose them.
So, we'll ask her commitment publicly in the meeting. Thank you.
I think I kind of feel City Council is like a generalist. We know a little bit of everything, but not everything. But we rely on the commissioners who are expert or very passionate about a specific area, and you can help tell us where we should work on, what more things and what other cities are doing, and what more activities we could pursue, right? So it's important that you guys propose items to us. So let me go to the.
I think your voice is breaking up a little bit, LiangChao.
Yeah, sorry, my internet seems to be unstable. Let me go to. I'll use my phone for voice.
It's a little bit better now.
It's better now. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's better now.
Yeah, sorry. We need a Wi-Fi booster. I'm at the far end of my house from our Wi-Fi router. So this is at my request last year. Now each commission has your own email address that the public can email all the commissioners. And on your website, I have requested to place the work program and bios and photos for each commission. However, I find out most people didn't know there is such a thing, but with the exception is Fine Arts Commission. It's the only commission now you have photos of all 5 members and the bios of all 5 members. And so I will try to email all the commission that I would like the commissions to be visible in the community so that you become the bridge to help us connect to the community. And not only that, Fine Arts Commission has their accomplishments summarized on their page. I love it. And the Fine Arts Commission meets every other month on the 4th Monday at 6:30. And at least 3 members have to be Cupertino residents. That means 2 members don't have to be Cupertino residents. This is more unique. And the municipal code specifies that we hope to draw membership from arts citizens and business community. And then the next page. This, I did some screenshot of Fine Arts Commission homepage on things that I like. So they have a list of accomplishments. They summarize things that they do. And then I find out they also have sub-pages on the different small programs that they have. Not all the commissioners have that. So I can encourage everyone to create your own sub-page for things that you would like to highlight. And also, not only they have a link to the work program, which other commission usually have, they have a highlight of different areas and some bullet points. This is just a subset, so refer to the homepage. And this is the roles and the functions from the municipal code as specified by the city council. So they will promote fine arts, become the liaison with other groups, and inventory our facilities, and also they might develop ordinances for the public art, explore different interactions with arts and business. Next is the Bike and Pedestrian Commission. Again, we have the email link to the work on the homepage. However, I find out work program is not posted right now, so I'm communicating with Deb to hopefully we post all the work, at least current year work program. I would prefer that even past year work program would be posted too, so that we have a context of what people the commission has done. And what I like about Bike Ped Commission is you have a mission statement, and I love that mission statement on your homepage. And the meeting is third Wednesday of every month at 7 p.m. And the municipal code specifies the membership. All members need to be Cupertino residents. And this is the responsibility from the homepage. It mirrors the municipal code. But here you can see that in 2015, Bike and Ped Commission voted unanimously to establish a mission statement to provide measurable objectives to be achieved by 2025. That's a bit ambitious. I really wish we could achieve that, but I wish we could put this on the council agenda to actually get the council's approval, because these are really good goals. Four objectives: to be one of the top 5 cities in California, and expand middle and high school student bicycling to 40%, which I'm not sure how practical it is right now, since that we haven't made so much progress, but it's a really good reach goal. And expand intra-city trips for errands and leisures, and expand the residential bicycling and pedestrian commuting. This actually aligns with my personal goal that I've always wanted the Bike Ped Commission to focus more on the safety for on-street biking, because this is how we can achieve more intra-city trips and more students biking to schools and more commuting, and less emphasis on off-street biking, because practically in Cupertino, those trails don't really lead to schools or the errands that we need to do, although they are nice to have. And these are the powers and functions from the municipal code. As you can see that this commission can set guidelines for us on pedestrian and by transportation, and advise the general plan transportation element, and receive public inputs, and also provide the recommendation for roadway and transportation improvements, and the allocation of funds for capital projects. So as I'm preparing this, I find out there is a difference from this to fine arts. You'll see that in fine arts roles and function, they include one item: promotion of fine arts activities. And I know that Bike Ped has commissioned in the past have always tried to promote more bike and ped. And then so I was surprised that's not part of the roles, powers, and functions. So maybe commissioner can review this and advise the council maybe we should add and clarify the role of Bike Ped Commission. And you'll see that fine arts also has like there will be liaison to community groups. That's also not really specified here.
If I may add to that,
yeah, sure.
LiangChao.
So
I think that,
any comments from you? Yeah.
It's a good thing you bring up that it's encouragement it's not there. Although of course we are doing encouragement. We're involved in, sort of as being a bike ped commissioner, you also get drafted to you work on things like a bike to work day and the various city bike related events. So maybe that should be in that text. And another thing that I notice is missing there is that the Bike Ped Commission is not asked to weigh in on building codes as they relate to bike and ped issues. And actually, that's one of the items. That's one of the things that we're bringing up as proposal for next year's work program to review, bike parking, building codes, and shower facility building codes, things like that that are necessary for parking and getting people to commute on bike to work, for example.
Yeah, I think shower facilities are important.
So I had a quick follow-up question.
Just a minute. So Erik, yeah, I think it's important. Please review the municipal code. The code is there, doesn't mean it's locked in stone, and we can modify it and just to fit our needs. So advise the council if you see that it needs to be modified. And please review your homepage also. And you can advise the staff, provide content on what to post. For example, I think others like fine arts, they have more community activities to promote fine arts. So you could also consider programs to promote bike and ped activities as your work program items.
They may not be mentioned there, but we have a fall festival, and there's is it Earth Day, and then Bike to Work Day. And maybe maybe more information should be added on the homepage. And photos.
Yes. And okay, so Sudha.
Yeah, I think Erik brought it up towards the end. I was asking if the Bike Ped Commission had any tie-ups with corporate specifically, because I worked in companies like Google, and we really promoted biking to work. So I don't know how commission can itself do like photos, like just promoting on the website, especially for companies living in Cupertino, like Apple. That would be a great way of promotion and visibility.
And maybe liaison with the companies, right?
Yes, liaison with companies.
Not only community groups, but also companies.
Like for example,
so like what they need in terms of to improve commuting that we can support.
Yeah, I mean, like I did this as part of a small project in my company when I worked at Google, where we logged in the hours for bike, and whoever biked more, maybe commission can probably ask that person to come to one of the meetings and recognize that person. That would kind of encourage more people to bike to work.
And also receive their inputs on their issues they encounter as they bike to work.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yes.
Any more?
Good ideas.
Yeah. Any other comments? So, any audience members, you can. This is open, so you can unmute yourself. Okay, I see raised hands. I'll call Liana Crabtree.
Thank you. I've had an opportunity to attend some of the bike pedestrian commission meetings over the years, and I have not attended any of the fine art commission meetings. So this comment doesn't pertain to fine arts because I'm not informed at all. But what I've noticed between like my 4-year term on the library commission, we were a very low resource commission when I joined. And then at one point there was a push to actually abolish our commission, which was about as low resource as you can get. But then in the last couple of years, and particularly I think as the interest in the library expansion really got steam and that moved forward, we are a much more heavily resourced commission, meaning that we have a dedicated staff member who is our liaison, and then we have a dedicated staff member who also takes detailed meeting minutes. And what I wanted to say is, in your comments earlier about some continuity across commissions, it seems that I have not observed that level of support for bike and pedestrian that from memory, bike and pedestrian commissioners were taking turns taking notes on their meetings, which means that if you're the one tasked with taking notes, you're not really participating. You're really trying to be accurate about getting minutes and things. I don't know if that is still the case, but that would be something to look at, because in my opinion, the bike and pedestrian commission commission, because they're so integral to community safety, is actually under-resourced given the kinds of issues that they're really addressing. So I don't know that that's still the case, but that's my comment. Also, I noticed
they actually have good minutes, Bikeped Commission.
Oh, we fixed that.
Maybe let's address that first and then go to your next question.
Yeah. But no. So that's my point, though. The person who's busy taking the notes, they're trying to make sure they understand the issues, but they're not participating in the meeting fully. You can't, if you're, I mean, you can record it and you can go back, and that's a time burden, but that's time that they're not spending on that outreach that you're also asking
for. Let's hear from Erik first.
Yeah, well, that we're no longer taking our own minutes, but David Stillman is the, who's,
and you're getting summary minutes and
our staff liaison, and he's taking minutes, and I don't know. I feel he's been doing a pretty good job as staff liaison. I don't have any.
Yeah, I think they usually record the minutes. They record the meeting, and then a staff person will record the meeting. May or may not be David, but as one staff person will be doing the meeting.
Right, there might be. We didn't used to record meetings before, I think, but not now. Of course, all the meetings are recorded, so maybe.
Are they recorded?
I think they had audio recording just for the meeting's purpose. Yeah. It's not meant for public record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they had done that earlier just for taking minutes.
Yeah, so the bicycle.
My second comment is very fast, and that is, I noticed that the city of Fremont now has a mobility commission, and they have representatives. It's a larger commission, but they have representatives for pedestrians, transit, driving, and bike. And it seems more all-encompassing. And given that we're really looking for multimodality transport, that might be something that the commission and the city might want to look at. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. We should include the transit. So mobility commission makes sense because we do have a mobility element in the general plan. So Ilango, you want to say something?
Yeah, I have two comments on Liana's point as well, right? So yes, it used to be that the bicycle pedestrian commission, where the commissioners were taking notes, and that was true when you were attending the commission meeting. In the last few months, we have changed that, where the city staff liaison is actually taking the notes, or maybe now because its recording is available, he's taking it offline. But basically, the responsibility of notes taking has moved to the staff liaison and their resources. That's number one. Yes. Yeah, and the second one regarding the mobility, first thing is even though the name is Bicycle and Pedestrian Commission, actually, if you look at the municipal code, we have much more greater latitude in terms of looking at other form of traffic and transportation, because Liang was showing us the municipal code. So it's possible that we could look at other areas that are also associated or related to bicycle and pedestrian safety and other traffic safety as well.
Yeah, the municipal code does talk about transportation and as part of the responsibility. So yeah,
right. I think the emphasis. I'm sorry to interrupt.
The
emphasis is also on accessibility to transportation, which I think maybe the name.
Good.
Just to look at the name, maybe the municipal code doesn't need changing, but maybe the name.
It doesn't say accessibility to transportation, but maybe that's something we should add, because accessibility to transportation links, right, the transit hubs. So that's a good point. And also, I think right now it's really great. All the commission meetings are available virtually. It's the best time for all the residents to attend commission meetings. And I'm going to propose that we keep this even after the pandemic, so that the residents could attend the commission meetings virtually, even make public comments virtually. But there might be, but in case the commission meeting move to physical, you'll be in a conference room, how would we enable the residents to still participate virtually? That might, I think our IT departments need to figure something out. But I think our conference rooms are all equipped with smart TV, so it should be, the technology should be there. It's just some logistics they need to work it out. I hope to propose that as an item the city can work on. Yeah.
That sounds like a very good proposal.
I like that too. So yeah, sorry, go ahead, Liang.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
Yes, so I would also support having a remote participation option, one for residents, as well as a recording option, because it's already being recorded, as you said, and making that recording available as part of the minutes, so that residents can look at it offline as well. And that is across the commissions. We should be able to do it. The technology is available, and we are using it. The second thing is ongoing. We also wanted to make sure that the commissioners should be allowed for remote participation as well, because again, it's now possible.
Yeah, I think so. That's a little bit tricky because of the existing Brown Act. If you participate remotely, you cannot participate from your home unless you open your door to allow public access. So you have to attend from a public place. That's in the current code. But next year, I heard a bill, someone will propose a bill to modify this part of the Brown Act to allow people to participate from a hotel room or a home without public access.
But even it's probably nobody's going to come to your home anyway. So.
Yeah, but before it's like you have to do a coffee shop. That would be all noisy.
Well, I mean,
but technically, you need to make that open.
I think that even with so, but it would be great if the rules could be. I think when these rules were made, nobody envisioned that you could have video conferencing.
So
sorry. Any questions?
Janki, I had one, but Janki raised her hand from long time, so I let her.
So I also feel that commissioners should meet the public. One aspect which is missing, we have no communication with general public other than the events. So I always feel that once in a while, if we keep meeting with commissioners and the public, they have questions. If they have any issues, if they have questions, if they have any issues, if they have, or we could take their concerns and make some changes. That would help each commission. Also, it will increase the awareness of that commission to the public.
Maybe the commission should have sort of some
town hall meeting,
informal social events now and then.
Actually, to add on to what Janki is saying, I thought of another idea, which is invite one commissioner from every commission and have like a town hall meeting with all of them, open to the public. So you'll have a larger presence, and if one city council member can also attend, that will be great.
Good, yeah, good idea. And maybe next year the city can take this over. I started the Friday morning coffee talk. It was popular, and now the city manager took over, so she's continuing the coffee talk.
Yeah.
And so maybe this is popular, and next year the city could take over, and then the city will be hosting more meetings like this. Yeah, it has been what I'm trying to do since I got elected is to give the commissioners more visibility, which is why I requested your photo and bio posted. And I have been trying to tell the city manager that why don't you invite the commissioners to this meeting, invite the commissioners to that meeting, or inform them about these other meetings that has been happening in the county. Usually you guys don't pass those information to you. I've been requesting those, but then I'm meeting resistance sometimes. So if you can also request that you would like to do this, maybe then we will have a momentum going, and then that will become the norm in Cupertino, that commissioners will be attending the many other city events and to really be our ambassadors in the community.
Sounds like a great.
Yes, Liang, that's a great plan. And I would add to that, when other commissions have some events, which is where there can be a collaboration happening, or we could go and attend those events. So those and increase our commission's awareness. So those kind of small things will, if there is a list of some kind where we all see each commission's events, that would help each commission to kind of get the visibility.
Good point, because sometimes not only commission events, sometimes there are some great city events I didn't know about it, and then I found out that wow, our city hosts this great Parks and Rec department sometimes have great ideas we didn't know. However, I think you know that there is an email address for each commissioner. So when you host an event, email the other commissions, inform them. And then that goes for every other commission. Then once you start to email them about this, they will find out, oh, I can do that. They're going to start to email you all their events. So as city staff is busy. So sometimes we can do it ourselves. And that's why I did this event, because it was taking a long time for John to coordinate with the city staff to do the round table. And then when I thought I need to do this, and I need to do this before the deadline in January. So I thought, okay, I'll just put this together myself. I created the flyer myself, really proud of it.
So,
yeah, we can help the staff. They have their plates full. So when we can help, we initiate, and if it works, then we can hand it over. Yeah.
Yeah, for specific action, right? So one of the, as you suggested, maybe we could have office hours for each commissions, where the commissioners can be on rotation to conduct this in a video conference, because now the facility is available. So it will be easier for community members to participate and ask questions, and they can take that inputs back to the commission during the regular hours, regular commission time.
Good idea. Actually, for library commission, I have suggested that they can actually take 1 hour of their regular meeting time and open it up as a town hall meeting. You could maybe do a 6 o'clock town hall, just like a city study session, and then you continue your 7 o'clock regular meeting. That way, for the commissioner, it's not another day of your time. It's just 1 extra hour before, and that might work. Or maybe you can make that your office hour, that you can take turn attend. For office hour, usually it's probably at most 2 in each office hour. But for town hall, if you announce it publicly, then all 5 can attend.
So, Liang, since we have 10 minutes, I just wanted to come back to our original theme of the meeting, which is about for people who wants to apply for fine arts.
That's right. Sorry, I forgot to ask about what do you expect?
Yeah.
What are you looking for
Exactly.
new applicants for your commission?
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
thank you for reminding me of that. Yeah.
No worries. So I wanted to talk about fine arts, but at the same time also get input from Erik and Ilango as well, so that because I do have some friends who have, when I forwarded this flyer, who wanted to know more info about bike and ped as well. I can start, but Janki, please add if I'm missing something. So I think basically what we are looking for, I think the website has definitely captured the objectives and what we do on work plan and all of it. We want the new person to come with open-minded, to collaborate and to have that positivity in the meeting room. And experience in fine arts, I think definitely is going to be very critical during the entire interview process and application review process as well. But more importantly, that person should know about the commission itself. So I would highly recommend that person to go and see what we have done so far from the website. And, Liang definitely has complimented our website. So, we'll try to keep with more information up to date. We do have some more information that we will be updating the website. So basically looking at our plan, looking at our work plan, looking at our website and experience in fine arts. I think this, and obviously positive collaborative mind. I think these are the main traits that we are looking for from the new applicant. And Janki, please add if I miss something.
No, you have covered all of that. And I would also say that an applicant should be like enthusiastic. That's the foremost requirement, because we cannot grow if the person is not enthusiastic about it.
And patience also. Like when I came into fine arts, I came in thinking, wow, we'll do that, we'll do this and all. But there are so many rules associated that you cannot do immediately. Like I'll give you an example where things were a little delayed and we were waiting for some approval, and I said it just takes 5 minutes to do this flyer and get it going, and we have to get this permission, and I and Janki said it takes $50, maybe I'll give my own money, let's get it going. But I said, no, you can't even put your own money in this. So that sort of patience you should have, and things will get going. So yeah, that's from our side.
Yeah,
there should also be open to bring new ideas about promoting and growing the commission.
Okay, so Erik and Ilango for Bike and Ped Commission.
Yeah, with the probably most everybody has experience from walking, but I think because we also do the bicycle part, it's very useful if you have good experience from being a biking yourself, and probably good if you have experience with sort of utilitarian biking, commuting to work, commuting to school, have children maybe that commute on bikes to and from school, or making errands in the city, because a lot of the work that we're working on is promoting those kind of activities, I would say. And I think a lot of the work that we're doing is related to infrastructure projects to promote biking and walking. So, if one has some understanding for the various options for infrastructure projects, that helps. And I think also, pulled into the very encouragement activities that the Bike Ped Commission is doing, like Bike to Work, the Bike Fall Festival. If you are, are willing and able to support those activities.
比较 code 一定有错的，应该很简单就看懂。
You're unmuted actually.
I'm unmuted, sorry.
I think that concludes my recommendations.
Okay, so my take is like we would like to have the person who is passionate about bringing safety to bicyclists and pedestrians. As Erik mentioned earlier, like, a lot of the issues are also happening with the pedestrians, and we lack pedestrian infrastructure still in a lot cities. So we should also have, people who are, passionate about bringing safety for both bicyclists and pedestrians. The second thing is we would also like to have people who can serve as a bridge between the city and the community, because we want to be inclusive of taking ideas from the community and then implementing it as part of our projects and programs. The third thing is of course the education part of it, which Erik also covered, because we want to encourage people to really bike and walk for various purposes. Some people do it for recreation, some people do it for commute, some people might decide to do it only on the weekends. All forms of walking and biking should be encouraged. The third thing is actually, the fourth one is actually, we also need to get people who have who can bring new ideas to the commission as well, like as Janki was saying in the arts commission, right? Same thing here, like people who have out of the box thinking and out of the box ideas, who can really put their energy to look at what other cities are doing and other communities are doing, and then bring those inputs to the to our city as well, and to make the biking and walking as well as other traffic related improvements that helps our community. And the last but the least is like, as I said, right, you need to be an ambassador between for the city, as well as you need to be also a voice for the community, because not always community members can really come and express themselves, and you should be that person who brings that voice into the commission. And that's basically what I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think also Erik made a point that it's better if you have experienced yourself biking. That would be great. However, I think even if you are not really a commuter biking, but then you are good, you have friends who are, you know how to reach out to people who are, and then because then you are opening, keep an open mind to listen to people who have different perspective, and actively reach out to people who have experience commuting, biking, and the kids commuting to schools, so that we can then understand more different perspectives. That way, when we make policy, it will be a better policy rather than maybe just one person's perspective, right? Because each commissioner, just like council is only 5 person. I only know what I know, but I rely on a lot of the residents to tell me what you need. And if I make a decision based on my experience, I'm not representing anyone, I'm just representing myself. But how do I not to just represent me? I need to have more outreach. I need to do all these kind of meetings, and I rely on all of you to do the outreach for us. Then you are not a commission of 5, you are a commission of 5 that represents multiple perspectives who reach out to you, and you reach out to them. So any more ideas on outreach, on how to help us make better decisions, email the council, because I'm just one person. I heard you, that's not enough. You need to let all the council members also know how we can make this environment better for commissioners. And staff, they have their plates full, but if something is important, the council, the majority of the council have to make a decision and tell the staff, okay, we'd like you to give, allocate more staff time to this commission to do that function, okay? So email the council members and what you think will help you do a better job, and to promote things that for the benefits of residents in Cupertino. Yeah, give us ideas.
Are there any final thoughts from the audience?
Anyone has questions for commissioners? Okay, then We have 2 minutes left, and so next in January, and we have other commissions that don't have vacancies. So I'm hoping to do similar thing, but then for the other commissions. I think this is really helpful also for me to review what the roles of each commission and then kind of check, are we doing that? Is there anything else one can do? And it's good to really good to hear from the commissioners what's helpful, what's working, what's not. Yeah. And this time I kind of hastily put it together. I invited the first or second person that came to my mind. There are some other commissioners, I actually know them even longer. I didn't invite just because I haven't really talked to them about the commission issue recently. So somehow it didn't register to me. Oh, that person is on this commission. So yeah, it was pretty ad hoc this time. And I'm really glad that Erik spoke up and we were able to include you in this meeting. And then that triggered me, maybe I should include 2 from each commission, because that's the max I can invite. But I think 2 is better than 1. And yeah, and like you said, maybe there should be a joint commission with 1 member from each commission, right? The commission chair of town hall that's open not only with the mayor, but maybe with the public, right? It could be it's the next event the city can host. Yeah.
No problem. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.
LiangChao.
Thank you. So yeah, happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thank you, and happy
Thank
holidays.
you for inviting.
Happy
Thank you for
holidays,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Here you can find our contact information. This concludes the 3 meetings in Series A. These are commissions with vacancies this year that you can apply for. The deadline is Friday, January 8th at 4:30 p.m.